Hey everybody, what's up? It's February 3rd, 2019, and I can't believe January is already gone. 11 months left. So crazy, it went by super fast. We're off to a great start in our VIP group, and this is our weekly charting video for the week. And we have some good setups, some others not so much. I mean, the market's a bit ranging, but yeah, we'll get into that. We have some nice setups, I think, on silver and oil. And we're at kind of a breaking point for US dollar JPY, Euro USD. And so, yeah, let's take a look at those. Other parts are ranging. I haven't been looking at the Australian dollar too much. It's been weak because of the ongoing trade situation with China and the United States. Before I go into that, if this is your first time seeing me on my page, maybe you found me through Instagram, YouTube. Thanks for checking me out. I appreciate it. We have a great trading group, and I've laid out my strategies and skills in a training program. So I was going to think of, the best way to put that, but it's ways to refine your skills to become a better trader, right? So, there isn't one just strategy that kills it every time. Otherwise there would be hundreds, thousands, millions of billionaires, right? But it's not. It's how everybody perceives the market differently and what makes sense to you and the patterns that you see in your own risk management and that kind of thing. And what I've done is laid out what makes sense to me and to hopefully help whoever it is that wants to learn develop their own skills, develop their own mindset, develop their own strategies, and that will help them see the market in the most profitable way possible. Because what's crazy is we all see it differently based on our own past experiences, on our own conditioning, on the way we were taught in school. It's actually pretty wild when you think about it, that everybody could look at the same chart and everybody come up with a different hypothesis about it, based on what they were taught when they were in the third grade. And now they see triangles differently than I see triangles. And then that makes us have a different outcome of whether or not we should buy or sell the euro dollar. It's when you think about it like that, it's wild. So anyways, what I really try to teach people is to come in through the discipline and consistency of learning this craft and develop their own skills, right? Everybody's not going to be the same carpenter. Everybody learns to work with wood and, develop that craft in their own way. So they can do special things with carpentry, right? And so it's the same thing with trading. And, that being said, if that interests you, check us out. The vibe in the group is amazing. I send trade setups, which are teaching tools, right, to go along with the training. I don't really believe in signals. I believe in taking this suggestion of where the market may or may not go, looking at it, using your own analysis, and deciding if that makes sense to you based on your analysis of what's going on in the market. So it's like 65, 70 degrees here in Nashville, and it's a super nice day. Sorry for all the people in the Midwest. That's like negative 30 degrees. I don't know what's going on, but the Superbowl's later, so I'm going to be watching that. And, man, I'm excited to see greatness in action, right? And I talked about this in my Instagram story. What can I take away from watching Tom Brady play football to make me a better trader? Like, guy's got probably the same rituals, the same habits, the same mindset. I mean, he's not gonna give up. That's for damn sure. He believes he's the best. He believes his own skills, his own abilities. And I was watching this awesome documentary. I'm not a Patriots fan for sure, but he was never like the best guy in training camp. He never stood out. He was like 6th-round draft pick. He was like the 3rd-string quarterback back at Michigan. And because of his own belief in himself and his own systems and his own rituals and his own just desire to be a winner, he's the greatest of all time, man. It's a amazing. His story is amazing. That being said, I am kind of pulling for the Rams because I love an underdog, and I've been an underdog my whole life, and I still am, and definitely when it comes to markets, we're all underdogs, unless we're at Goldman Sachs or, Wells Fargo or whatever, Citibank, but if we're retail trading, we're the underdogs in this situation. But the funny thing too about Tom Brady, as it's the classic scenario, I think Gandhi said it, right? First, they won't believe you. They'll think that you're a fraud. They'll think that they'll doubt you. First, they'll doubt you. This is the quote. First, they'll doubt you. Then they'll hate you. And then they'll love you, right? So same thing with Tom Brady, man. There's a bunch of doubters why he should have 2 rings and why he should keep winning. And then everybody hated the guy and was like, man, we're sick of seeing Tom Brady and Bill Belichick and the Patriots in the Super Bowl. And then now everybody's like, dude, I want to see Tom Brady win because he's the best. And so that's the way it happens, man. First you get the haters, first you get the doubters, then you get the haters, and you break through all that and you come out the other side like Tom Brady, greatest of all time. I think that quote was from Gandhi, actually. Nobody believed Gandhi. Nobody could believe he'd take down the British government. Then everybody hated him. And then everybody was like, holy shit, Gandhi. So that being said, we'll get into trading right now. But, when you're watching the game, just think about how you can relate that if you're watching it, if you're in the United States. If you're not, look up Tom Brady. It's an amazing story. But how can you take those rituals, how can you take that mindset into being top-level performer, especially when it comes to navigating the market? So that being said, let's see. We have I sent out charts to my group. So if anybody's looking at it, this is what our signals look like. They're called that because everybody knows what it is, but it's much more than just that. It's analysis videos. We do have the signals going out. We have charts, market updates, news articles. I drop in some psychology videos. So if anybody's curious about what it might look like in there, so here's our charts for the week. So for all the people that are in my group, and I also have this pulled up here on my iPad too, so we can look at these live as well. But first off, let's look at Eurusd here. And so on this 4-hour time frame, you know what? I don't know. I got to share my screen. There it is. So if anybody's curious about what this might look like, this is it. Signals, news articles, market updates, psychology videos. So let's go over these charts. Here's Eurusd. And man, we've been in this nice range here. And we broke out of this descending wedge, right? And now we're coming up to test this trend line, this downtrend line. And the thing is that the Fed came out last week, super dovish. So really talking about turning back their rate hike cycle completely. And that was a complete 180 from where they were a couple months ago. But despite that, on Friday, the NFP had some really high numbers. So it's kind of hard to determine what to do with Eurusd here. But the thing is, I am still pulling for a weak dollar here. And I think we get above this downtrend line, which is we break 1.15 and really get a good close above it, 1.1520, say, which is also about this 23.6 retracement. Then that would open the window and then we get back into this zone right here. So let's look at that live. And what I like to do with my charts, and people that have watched these videos know, I like to zone off so I can really prioritize and really digest what I'm looking at here. So head and shoulders, breakdown, we've broken below this neck and shoulder line. So, you know, I would say that this has been completed. And so now we were just ranging below it. And it looks like to me we're trying to make a move back above it, right? So also, you can see here, here's this intersection. We've broken down. And then we retested and broke back above it. And really more or less just retested this area, and we're still above this this zone that I just made for you. And so you can see here we are trapped and what looks like a parallelogram, if you remember those. And so one way or the other, right, what I'd really like to see for your Euro USD, and I think that's going to happen, is we're going to break into this quadrant here. And that would be that would mean a break above this level, which is 1.15, and a break and a retest would offer a great buying opportunity. Now, if we get a dip, say to 1.1380, good. That'll be a great buying opportunity. So, I mean, this is more still just buying and selling the range, right? Selling the rallies and buying the dips. And until we get clear above this, now if I, you know, take out this trend line, now here we are and we're retesting it, right? We got rejected, mainly because the NFP numbers were very good for the dollar last Friday. But it'll be interesting to see how the market further digests this the weak dollar and this new news from the Fed coming into the upcoming week. That being said, let's take a look at another chart. Now this is a setup I really like, and it's silver. You know, I do trade commodities, silver and oil, not so much gold. I do when it's there on gold, but what I like about this is we have this huge trend line dating back to 2016. Next big touch on it back in July, right? And we had this breakdown here. Now we're retesting it, and you know what? Like, so we had there's two things that could happen, especially talking about the dollar and the rate hike cycle. If the dollar really just flatlines this week and we get a break above here, that would be another sign of an excellent buying opportunity, or selling dollars, buying silver here, right? But I think we're going to have a rejection first. Let's take a look at this live. We are also at the 61.8 retracement, right? So from this high back in July to the low down here in November is where we have our Fibonacci set up. And we're definitely just a clear rejection here at 61.8. We also have this divergence in the RSI. And, you know, if you're watching this and you're lost, you're like, dude, you lost me. These methods and strategies and tools and stuff I use I go over in my VIP group and in the training more extensively. So here's a nice RSI divergence. And let's keep this inside the trend line. So we have a rejection here, right? We have our 61.8 right there. And clearly, look, we have this nice doji right here. So clearly, you know, what I would really love to see here and what I'm hoping for is one more push, a retest up here. RSI stays divergent and creates a bit of a double top at the top here, right? So if we got a push up, say, to 1610, made a nice double top. RSI is still divergent, and right? So how it would look would be like that against the trend line. Would make for an excellent drop. And I think, 15, just 38.2 down here, 15.3, this support level would be an excellent target. So I am liking silver a lot. Just be sure to use proper risk management when if you're new to trading something like silver, and also something like oil, which brings me to my next chart. A lot of commodities this week. So I think because the FX market is really ranging, so that's why I'm looking more at this. Oil's been on my radar since, well, excuse me, I've been buying dips in oil since down here at $42. And so now that we've fully recovered, we have a nice inverted head and shoulders here. And just like just like I talked about the head and shoulders on Euro USD being invalidated and completed, we're pretty much almost there on this crude chart. And we're at this 38.2 retracement. And let me show that on my live chart. But this is a 1 hour too. And this is why I think this is a great quick trade. We're in this nice little channel here, and we're hitting some major resistance right around 55.5. Let's pull it up on my chart. And if you're new to oil, you're just getting into trading, you're just kind of learning about FX, trade this on a demo account or practice, feel it out for sure. So here's their inverted head and shoulders, just beautiful, perfect setup, but hasn't quite been invalidated yet, but we're really trying to get it. Let's go to this, so that 38.2 level is coming from this high back in 2012 to the low from back in February, right? So I'd say that this is a super strong level right here. We also have we have a nice confluence. So you can see we're at the 38.2 right here, which should provide some serious resistance. Now, if we get a break above here, now also you can see there's this break, which this is what really set it off. And you can go back in my videos to back in December, and I was talking about the completion of this inverted head and shoulders pattern from back when we were here. So learning how to identify these structures before they really create themselves is huge. And here's that nice channel, right? So big uptrend. And this looks like some clear resistance. We're at the 38.2, which now if we get a drop, what would be ideal? There it is. If we could get a drop back to 52, boy, which would also be about a retest of this trend line here. Excuse me, would be an excellent place to buy a dip, man. And I would love to get an entry down here to get long again. So I will definitely be watching it. I have some sell positions in place right at the top of this channel. My first big take profit is going to be down here, and my second is going to be if we get more of a legit drop and retest, and I'm going to move my stop loss to my entry and hopefully ride it out to 51.8. And so let's see, next chart. And inversely, the relationship between dollar CAD. And dollar CAD's pretty straightforward. We had a huge breakdown on Friday. Despite those positive NFP numbers, but the dovish Fed really put a hurt on dollar CAD. But now we're in this channel, and this channel holds up well, should provide us an excellent buying opportunity. It's dollar CAD, where you at? Right, so this is that breakdown. Here's the channel, right? Just textbook. Now, if we get a break below here and a retest, dude, this is going to be, that's going to be super bearish for dollar CAD. Now, if we see oil, talking about their correlation here, if oil rallies to 58, 57, 58, this is definitely going to go. And I think next stop you would be able to expect would be this support level around 1.28, right? It's gonna be free fall time. So if we get some dollar strength going into the week, I think this is going to be an excellent play here. The risk to reward is great, and a move up to 38.2. Our caffeine's wearing off, man. The move up 38.2 will be a good one. And last but not least, let's just get into some safe haven stuff and have a look at dollar JPY. And I just wanted to point this out. So a lot of what's going on in the FX market from the pairs that I'm really paying attention to, we're at kind of a make or break point right now. And so if we get a move back above and this clearly breaks out from this downtrend, you can look for 110. 110's been holding pretty strong for UJ, but a break above it, and this 61.8 is going to come into play at 111. And up there, it's going to provide an excellent selling opportunity. Be a good place to put a sell limit. But it's going to be interesting to see how that pans out. And we'll probably see, I expect not much to happen Sunday because of the whole Super Bowl and everything. But, Monday volatility is going to be, I think it's going to be full on. So if you like this video, if it helped you, I appreciate it. And click the links below. Hit the like button. Give me a thumbs up. And, man, I appreciate all my followers out there. So let's have another great week and enjoy the Super Bowl. Enjoy whatever it is you're doing. And we'll see you in the chat rooms. All right, everybody. Peace.